They wounded. Don't hold nothing back. Don't hold nothing back, dog. We got work on. Let's win this game. This is our house. It's protected. What a play. Hit that boy.
That huge stallion of a human came galloping out of nowhere.
Next thing you know, I look up.
It already look intimidating.
We've been brainwashed, Willie.
They're a bunch of freaks, man. They really are.
Oh, are we ready for week 8 or what? And how about this? Maybe spooky for some people. San Francisco against Seattle. Remember this? Let's take a little trip down memory lane of last year, the final play of the 2019 regular season. Of course, you see it there. But these teams first met in week 10 when the Niners entered with a perfect 8-0 record. The defenses dominated in that one. 7 combined turnovers, but Seahawks ultimately won in overtime thanks to that 42-yard field goal from Jason Myers. Then in week 17, with home field advantage on the line, the Seahawks charged back from a fourth-quarter deficit thanks to that DK Metcalf touchdown. Less than 4 minutes to go, eventually stopped by Dre Greenlaw's goal line stand. Could be another close one. Marcus on the Seahawks. You see it here for this game, while Mina and Ryan have the 49ers. So, Mina, the 49ers without Deebo Samuel, how can they pull this off without him? They've been having to do it all year long, dealing with injuries and still having success.
2 words, Laura. Kyle Shanahan. I mean, the guy is like a contestant on Chopped. You could give him kale, candy corn, and a bag of peanuts, and he would bake you a damn cake. He outcoached Bill Belichick last week, and we didn't really talk about it because the story was Cam Newton, but he was fully in his bag. Now, I actually think Seattle's defense matches up pretty well with San Francisco, in particular KJ Wright. The linebacker has been phenomenal against screens, jet sweeps, defending short passes this year. But if you're going to ask me to choose between Kyle Shanahan without Deebo and the Seahawks without Jamal Adams, because it looks like he might not play, I'm taking Shanahan in that matchup.
Well, we've officially changed Mina Kimes because I just knew damn well she was about to take the Seattle Seahawks and not leave me out here on the island. But I guess I'll be right again. Thursday night I win Atlanta. I'm gonna go Seattle this trip, and it's because
I hope so.
It's because Russell Wilson threw 3 interceptions, guys, and they only lost by 3 points. Now you think about that for a second. He will not. Last time Russell Wilson threw 3 picks, first of all, and then when you look at the situation the situation that San Francisco is in, I really believe this though. If Seattle comes out and they are hitting and clicking early, and they can get a couple scores up on San Francisco, who may have to find some things offensively. And I know Kyle Shanahan has been tremendous, but if you dare Jimmy G to throw the ball down the field, that's when you want to live in that wheelhouse as far as San Francisco beating you. The second thing is, I think the Deebo thing is huge because Deebo creates a lot of mismatches and creates a lot of leverage problems for defenses, and then he runs the football like a running back as well. I'm thinking Seattle's offense is going to be blazing. I'm believing Russell Wilson is not going to have another 3-turnover game and actually have a pissed-off mentality playing in this game because they did drop that game to Arizona. It means more to me to see Seattle play well, thinking about where they want to get. The trade that they just made in order to get Carlos Dunlap. This team cannot afford to lose this game. So to me, it's Seattle playing with their backs against the wall more so than San Francisco.
Ooh, Marcus, way to go out on a limb and pick the team that's only lost 1 game to win. Ooh, it's spooky season, Halloween. But you know what, honestly, though, the things that Marcus is saying is true, but I do like the way the San Francisco 49ers play defense, especially now with Jason Verrett and Emmanuel Mosley on the outside. They were shuffling a lot of guys at corner. I feel like you're going to force the Seattle Seahawks to make plays in front of you, and then that allows you to run and tackle. And obviously when you're playing against Russell Wilson, there's going to be a fear. They're talking about letting Russ cook, and Russ has cooked this year. But Marcus saying that Russell Wilson is going to be upset and be pissed off, have you ever seen a more positive person? Hell no. Russell Wilson's not going to be upset. He's still come out and try to do Russell Wilson things. But Kyle Shanahan always coaches mad. Always coaches angry. You take away one of his great players, one of his pieces, he finds another way to attack you. And the Seattle Seahawks defense hasn't played well this year. This is no longer the Legion of Boom. I think that Kyle Shanahan finds a way to move the ball down the field, but also possess the football and keep Russell Wilson from having the opportunities to beat them. I got that the San Francisco figure this thing out in a very close one.
Yeah, guys, our football power index has this game as the closest of all Week 8 games, with Seattle holding a 50.5% chance to win. So Marcus got that 0.5% chance in there for FPI, so they'd be on his side. Let's get Field Yates in here now with some injury updates ahead of Week 8. Starting Field with Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas. Drew Brees would love to get this guy back. What can you tell us about his health?
Maybe next week, Laura, as an all too familiar refrain is once again upon us with Michael Thomas. He's out on Sunday against the Bears because of both a hamstring and also an ankle issue. The target date remains Week 9, but as we know for the Saints this season with Michael Thomas, it has been an at times confusing situation, but they hope to have their record-setting receiver back next week. Now let's go to Baltimore, that huge matchup between the Ravens and the Steelers. Mark Ingram listed as doubtful to play on Sunday. He hasn't practiced at all this week. It's an ankle injury that was suffered 2 weeks ago, so it may not be major, but I don't expect him to play on Sunday. Plenty of J.K. Dobbins and also Gus Edwards on Sunday for that Ravens offense. And another one that at first looked minor was Aaron Jones. It was a calf injury suffered in practice last Thursday. Well, it cost him last week's game, and it's cost him all of practice this week, and he's out on Sunday for the Green Bay Packers. The good news is Jamal Williams is an ideal complement to have in your backfield. And prepare yourselves for some Ben DiNucci, the 7th-round pick out of James Madison, the first player in Pennsylvania high school football history to throw for 4,000 passing yards in a season. The reason why? Andy Dalton is officially doubtful to play, has not practiced at all this week after that nasty concussion suffered last Sunday. So for at least 1 week, we expect Ben DiNucci against the Eagles for the Cowboys, their 3rd quarterback of the season. One more note here, Laura. Michael